Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Post-Ironic State Synth Recipes, or PISS Recipes if you will. This first episode we're going to be going through our debut single, What the Hell is Going On? And so we're going to be talking about our synth sounds and how we fit them into that song. Enjoy. Now people often ask me, Jay, I don't like you. But they also ask me, how did you get those luscious synth sounds? Let's find out. Okay, so apologies in advance for the mess here, but let's do a quick gear rundown. An MS-20, a Behringer RD8, a Microkorg XL Plus, an Arturia keystep sequencer. Now we didn't necessarily use all this equipment, in fact realistically we only used the Microkorg. The keystep is just a sequencer, so that's plugged into the Microkorg, so I'm going to be using that for the purposes of this demonstration. So the first sound we're going to be going through is the bell sound, which plays at the very start of the song, which if I can edit the video, will be played now. Wow, wasn't that beautiful everyone? So, in its current state, the sound goes like this, which is very nice and luscious. However, for the song we actually put a bandpass filter on it, which I have put on my mod wheel here. So in the song it would have sounded like this. Wow. So like an idiot, I didn't actually remember this was a sequencer, even though I've only said it twice in this video. So what I can do is play into this the riff that Jojo had written, and it will play back to me. So let's do that now. Okay, so we've done that, so all we need to do is press play here on the drum machine. As if by magic, Jojo is already here. Except she's not, because it's a sequencer. And now the next sound we're going to be going through is the main lead sound, which is a worn out synthesizer, which sounds like this. Wow, that was the first sound that we ever used in the band. So, on its own, will sound like this. Perfect. Exactly what we want, which is terrifying and sinister and foreboding. Now, in this song, we actually put that through a chorus pedal, and I do not have a chorus pedal, as I lent it to Doig, and now it is broken. So, moving on. I'm actually going to quickly mention Doig didn't break the pedal, it was just very, very old and just over time stopped working. So, apologies if I framed Doig for breaking that there. And now, same thing again. Let's press play in the drum machine and listen to what that would sound like if Jojo was right here playing. Beautiful. Now the next sound is a worn out lo-fi piano sound that you'll hear from time to time. It comes in the second verse and sounds like this. Wow, Mac DeMarco fans rejoice. Now, you might not hear that sound when you hear us live, and it's purely because it needs a second synthesizer, which we have a second synthesizer, but we tend not to bring it places because we're lazy. Now, on the synthesizer, that sounds like this. Which was pretty much straight into the song. I believe we stacked it with the bell sound which you heard at first, which and now this is where I would normally play the part, except I have no idea the chords which Jojo played. Frankly, it's a miracle that I worked out the lead line that she was playing, so I will not be playing how it was played in the song, purely because I am the singer and know nothing. Now this is where things get interesting. So for some of the drum sounds in the single, we actually used a synthesizer which I had built which replicated some drum sounds. It was a white noise generator with a low pass filter and an envelope, and the envelope would affect the filter and the amp. So you can perfectly replicate it on an MS-20, which is why I have this here. So let's see how the synthesizer sounds right now. That does not sound like a drum. However, we can fix that, it's okay. So what we do is we come over here to VCO1 and we put it here to white noise. Let's see how it sounds now. That still does not sound like a drum, but we're not finished yet. We come over here to our envelope and we put the release up ever so slightly. We take our sustain right down and increase the decay time ever so slightly as well. Let's see how that sounds now. That is getting very close now. So let's take the filter down. Let's put the peak up slightly. Peak is just resonance. If you're using a different synthesizer, it's the same thing. And let's take the external modulation up. How does it sound now? And that is how we've done it. Of course, we modulated the attack time as well, so we would occasionally get something like this. And that was how we done the drum sounds. Alternatively, you can just select a hand clap sound on your drum machine and it works just as well. Unfortunately, I will not be able to show you any examples of where those drum sounds were used in the song because they were very low in the mix, but you can hear them in the choruses if you would like to check them out. So that does it for the first episode of Piss Recipes. I hope you enjoyed it. I hated it. We'll see you next time.